Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For fast and cheap coins, check out instantmudcoins.com and use code ZIRK for 20% off. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over my Team of the Week, Week 7 predictions. Now, I do want to give a shout out to James Ennis for being a part of the Totw gang. If you guys want a chance to be shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and comment down below Totw gang. Now, last week we actually did pretty good, honestly. We did get Derrick Henry right. I also already got the LTD right last week as well. I said Stephon Diggs, which it was Stephon Diggs, so that was honestly pretty lucky. And as for the heroes, though, I said that we should get a tight end because it was the only position on offense that made sense was to get a tight end with Shannon Sharpe, but I didn't know who they could potentially go with because this is actually, you can see, in 1996, and using ESPN, it goes back to 2002, so never would have guessed Shannon Sharpe. And then John Abraham is EA's classic, take someone completely random. But let me go ahead and get into my Team League predictions for this week, and I honestly think this is a very, very interesting Team of the Week because going into last night's final game of the Seahawks and the Cardinals, I thought I had it down and who I was going to say for this video, and obviously some things changed now with some players doing really good. But I will say there are a lot of potential players this week that could be switched into the set that maybe I don't expect because there was a lot of quarterbacks specifically who had really good weeks. And I don't think we're going to get more than maybe 2 quarterbacks total in the sets. So let's start off with someone lower in the set. I'm going to go with Jeff Wilson. He had 112 yards and 3 touchdowns. The 49ers running back. I think he could definitely slide into the set and get, you know, somewhere where like Tay Crowder was at. I guess that'd be more so of where Anthony was at because it's the offensive set, and he only has a 68 overall card. So it makes sense for him to be sliding in here as one of the lower guys. But next up, there's only 2 more offensive slots here, right? Keep in mind, guys, that the second offensive slot is an 84 overall, which could either be an upgrade for someone or a downgrade for someone, and they just get a +1. And then, of course, there's an 88 overall as well. So this is where things get very, very interesting. So let me give you guys my opinion on who I think is actually being the set here. Now, one player that I think should be in the set because he had an incredible week and a lot of people were kind of confused as to can they get 2 Team League heroes is Davante Adams. I don't believe he can get 2 Team League heroes. Davante Adams, though, I would not be surprised at all to see, honestly, they could give him an 84 overall card or they could make him the higher overall one at 88. Now, keep in mind here, Davante Adams already has an 89 overall Team League hero, and he has an 86 overall, I want to say, core elite. So giving him the 84 overall here, some people may not like that, you know, because it's an 84 overall Davante Adams, you already have an 86 and then 89. But really, the only point of giving Davante Adams the 84 in the set would really just be to give him +1. He had an incredible week. He had 191 yards and 2 touchdowns, and I don't believe he can get another Team League hero, and it wouldn't really make sense to give him the 88 because, again, that's still a downgrade, right, from the Team League hero that he already has, but I think he had such a good week that he's deserving of getting a +1 in his power-up. And then it comes down to the final slot, and I think this is going to go to one of 3 quarterbacks, and I actually think it's going to come down to 2 players. So let's start off with 1. Justin Herbert, 400 total yards, 4 touchdowns. Why do I think it's actually not going to be Justin Herbert? So the reason I think it's actually not going to be Justin Herbert is because if you guys watched my scary tall prediction video, I went over all my predictions for the scary strong, tall, and fast yesterday. I think that we're actually going to see a Justin Herbert in the scary tall because he's 6'6". I don't know if you guys realize that. He's tall as heck for a quarterback, right? So I think that we're probably going to see Justin Herbert or in like the scary tall promo, and he had a pretty good week, a really, really good week. I know a lot of people want to see him as like the hero even potentially, but I think he's going to get passed on for this week's Team of the Week, and we're going to see him in scary tall. And as for the other 2 players we could potentially see, we have Tom Brady, and then we have Baker Mayfield. Now, Baker had 5 touchdowns and 297 yards, and he did have an interception in the game. Keep in mind, he started off terrible, and then he had like 15 straight completions, I think, and then won the game on a game-winning touchdown, which was incredible. And then Brady had 369 passing yards and 5 total touchdowns, say 5 total because he had 4 passing, 1 rushing TD. So to me, because Brady didn't have an interception and he had more yards than Baker Mayfield, I think we could potentially see Tom Brady in the set. But here's the one issue if I say Tom Brady, is Brady's already had a Team of the Week +1, right? So he already has an 84 overall basically, powered up to 85, and then he got the +1 Team of the Week, so he's already an 86 overall. Could they give him an 88 set? Yes, they could. They definitely could. But will they? Let me know down below, because honestly, this was very, very tricky to try to decide between the 3 quarterbacks here. But I think that Herbert is going to be saved for a scary tall. And then it's really between Baker and Brady. They could go whichever one they want to. If they think that they don't want to go with Brady because he already has a +1, maybe they want to save him for like a promo master or something. I could see Baker. So let me know down below about that, because honestly, that's a very, very tricky situation. But now let's get into the defensive set. And one player I think we're going to see is Jamar Taylor for the San Francisco 49ers. I believe he was the only player this week to have 2 interceptions. By the way, one player I want to mention here, and I don't think he's going to be in this Team of the Week because I feel like he's been having like such good weeks. EA might save him for something bigger unless he has just like 3 interceptions in a game, you know, like something crazy like that, is Buda Baker. 14 tackles and an interception. He had an even better week last week though, so I don't think they're going to give him a card here, but I think he's going to have something big coming up. But one player I think we will see, and he's always like a budget beast every single year, is Jerry Hughes. He had a forced fumble and the game-winning interception for the Buffalo Bills. And the final player is going to be Devin White. 3 sacks and a forced fumble. Yeah, Devin White better get an upgrade here. And that means for my player of the week, yes guys, I think it's going to be Tyler Lockett. He had 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. I know they could potentially go with a quarterback in this situation, but I think it's going to be Tyler Lockett. 200 yards, 3 TDs definitely is deserving of the player of the week in my opinion. I feel like that kind of outweighs all the quarterback performances. So now let's get into my flashback player predictions here for the offensive hero and the defensive hero. So you guys can see we had Shannon Sharp and John Abraham. So I think we're actually going to get another wide receiver this week. And I know we've had a ton of Team of the Week wide receivers recently, but we actually haven't had a flashback Team of the Week receiver since week 2, which is Marvin Harrison. So I think we're probably going to see a wide receiver this week. So I went back and I was taking a look at who had just incredible weeks in week 7. And the best player that I found was Hines Ward with 171 yards and 3 touchdowns in 2006. Now I will say in 2010, Kenny Britt had 225 yards and 3 touchdowns, but is he like considered a legend type player? I mean, like they had Cortland Finnegan, right? But I don't know if Kenny Britt is a big enough name to actually put in here. So I feel like if anyone, it would be Hines Ward. And defensively, without a doubt, it better be him. Deangalo Hall, 4 interceptions. Yeah, 4 interceptions and a touchdown. And that was in 2010. And obviously, as you guys know, when it comes to limited time cards in general, these set cards, these past couple weeks, I have been predicting a safety. Where is the safety at for Team of the Week? I feel like this could be the week with a limited time card. As you guys know, or hopefully you know by now, the limited time card is someone who currently still plays, but had a good week in years past. Well, in 2017, Kevin Byard, 3 interceptions. So as for the flashbacks and the LTD, I think we see Kevin Byard. I also think we see Deangalo Hall and Hines Ward. So honestly, it could be a pretty good team. Like maybe the Kevin Byard will be good. Hopefully it'll be good. Deangalo Hall should be incredible. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And if you did, make sure to drop a like on the video. And of course, hit that sub button down below. Let me know down below your guys' Team League predictions. I'm not always right, but we'll see what I get right. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.